Good morning. So we're going to do just a quick, about 15-minute meditation in these sort of interesting times that we're living in. Really, really good to stop and take a pause and reconnect with the deeper part of yourself. So you're just going to start by lying on your back. And you're going to find almost a Shavasana position. So ankles rolled out, palms rolled out. And to start, really start to notice the shoulder blades grounding in the earth. You can almost imagine a heavy pressure pushing on right shoulder blade and a heavy pressure pushing on left shoulder blade. And start to notice your breath collecting in between those two spaces. So right in between right shoulder blade and left shoulder blade, noticing the breath rising and falling. Noticing over the next several moments if you can just start to deepen the breath. The inhales begin to match the exhales. Notice beginning to create a home for yourself, a home for your practice this morning. Your next natural inhale, allowing your body to rise all the way up towards the sky. Notice this beautiful buoyant body. Hold your breath at the top. And exhale, sigh all of your air out. We're going to find that a couple more times with a little bit more intention. So the next inhale, allow yourself to collect any tension in the body, any tension in the mind, any tension in the spirit. Really pull that in on your inhale. Notice the sensation. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale, imagine pushing a circle of white light out around your body. Let it go. We're going to find that 2 more times. Breathing and noticing tension, noticing anxiety, holding space for it, holding it at the top, creating a home for anxiety, not pushing it away. Exhale, create a clear space. We're just going to continue to find that breath. Breathe in, notice the anxiety, hold space for it. Hold your breath as long as feels comfortable to do so. Exhale, clear the space with your breath. Sweep it away. Finding this 3 more times, your own breath. Really digging deep into noticing what's showing up and then digging deep into clearing it away. I'm finding this about 1 more time. Just starting to allow your natural breath to return. Notice the comfort of your breath rising and falling. And for the next several moments, start to connect to the ocean. So start to notice as you find your inhale, a wave coming towards you. You're riding that wave. And as you find a very natural, gentle exhale, notice yourself being pushed further away from the shore. So you're being pushed further away from any sense of responsibility or tension or fear. You're just starting to naturally drift out into the water. Naturally drift back into a space that feels like it's just yours. We're just finding this for about a minute or so. Visualize yourself floating into a beautiful, crystal clear ocean. Riding that very gentle breath. See if you can begin to visualize yourself floating further and further and further from anything that doesn't feel like yours. You may begin to notice as you drift further, feeling just a little bit more resonant in your personal spirit. Notice your consciousness expanding. Maybe even notice your sense of purpose expanding. And take about 30 more seconds to float in this salty ocean. Ride the waves of your breath. And you start to find that little pearl of peace. To come to a second visualization. So notice now the distance between you and the shore. You might even notice the texture of the waves, how far they're rocking today, if they're wild or they're calm. You might notice the color of water around you. You might notice the clouds above you. Is there sun or is it cloudy? Really give yourself a moment to visualize your body floating in the ocean. And take a moment to notice this intense sense of lightness. You might even visualize or imagine the sensation of your body just sort of gently bobbing. Noticing that absolutely everything here is safe. These next few moments, as you continue to ride that breath, just ride the gentle inhales, ride the gentle exhales. Notice the sensation of lightness spreading through your body. And as you breathe, notice lightness in between the eyebrows. Notice lightness in the throat. Notice lightness releasing the wings of the shoulder blades. Notice lightness unclenching the small of the back. Notice lightness cracking open any tension in the heart. You may very gently notice the pelvic floor releasing. Notice kneecaps and backs of kneecaps softening. Notice the ankles floating in this salty water, very, very light. And then for just a moment, really consciously envision all 5 toes on your right foot and all 5 toes on your left foot. You can go one by one. Just notice each toe softening and lightening. Really allow your focus to collect here for a moment, even if it feels a little bit silly. When you've gone through that visualization, you can come to the sole of right foot and the sole of left foot. That place where you notice the hollow, you can notice this place becoming even softer, even lighter. Return back to your natural breath. When you've completed these visualizations, allow yourself time. There's no rush here. And as you start to find this natural breath this time, notice the inhales traveling all the way from the base of your spine to the crown of your skull. And then notice the exhales traveling all the way back down this spine. For the next 5 or 6 cycles of breath, as you find your inhales and your exhales, imagine supercharging your spine. This is this huge neural pathway where we hold a lot of our mental space, a lot of our energetic space. Imagine starting to breathe into this space and really supercharging it with whatever you'd like to. It could be lightning, it could be white light, it could be neon light. Allow yourself to get a little bit creative. And then again, bring your full commitment to charging this space with your breath. Charging your neural pathways, charging your sense of calm and peace. Maybe even charging your sense of energy. Notice this breath collecting vertebrae by vertebrae, neuron by neuron. Wherever you are, find about 3 more cycles of breath. Let the inhales and exhales continue to grow. Deeply pull your focus to this meditation, charging your neural pathway. It may even help if you're having a hard time focusing on yourself to imagine doing this for someone else. And then just begin to release that space of concentration and noticing. And begin to track your natural breath again. And go ahead, we're going to just sort of complete our meditation today by supercharging our intuition. So you can notice the place right in between your eyebrows. And imagine now as you take the next 6 cycles of breath or so, supercharging that space. You can imagine a little beacon in between your right and your left eyebrow. And just imagine as you find these natural, very gentle breaths, breathing into a pearl in that space. Noticing as you find these gentle breaths, that pearl beginning to glow, maybe even heat up. Continue to find these gentle breaths. And we'll end this series today with finding a few mantras. Continue to breathe into that space in between your eyebrows very gently, very easily. And the first breath you can pull in is, I am safe. And the second breath you can pull in is, I trust my sense of intuition. And the third breath you can pull in is, you are safe. And the last breath you can pull in is, you can trust your sense of intuition. And repeat through this cycle 2 or 3 more times as feels natural and comfortable for you to do so. Don't push or force anything that doesn't feel real. And if you choose to stay here 3 or 4 more times, you can continue to follow that path. I am safe. I trust my sense of intuition. You are safe. And you can trust your sense of intuition. Namaste from us at Foundation Wellness. Peace and love.